Urzendra Gate used to lead down to the terminals. Now it leads up to the stars. One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zolf said the Calamity failed, and he's right. The Ura stand as living proof of that.
So something interesting about all of the Ura enemy types is that they parallel a lot of the different groups in Caelondia. They have their own breakers and whatnot. Got ones with weapons similar to the dueling pistols.
At the heart of the Calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. We wanted to rule it out. We put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me. We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kid's going right now.
So, with the Fang Repeater being able to have homing shots, if you use Bolt Burst, every single bolt you fire homes in on any enemy it can find. We've got Ura with pikes.
Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort. But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancer's little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. imagine how Van must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard. Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front. For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off. First things first, though, there's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia. The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already.
We've got the country, which is just making enough little land chunks reappear.
The country. She's all to pieces now, but still looking good.
Another 2,000. Yeah, I'll leave Graver Gamelet there. I don't like you. Oh man, here's my favorite upgrade for the carbine. Well, first of all, you can either have razor rounds, which just makes the shots ignore armor, which is pretty good, or you can have all your rounds blow up. This is what turns it into a half-decent shotgun. Not as good as the musket, but when enemies are close, you can just tap the button and fire it, and anything close to you will just blow up.
Taught him a little something from my days on the front. Black rye is like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories. There's something we had to do before going after that last shard. Zoltan's Hollow is the Ura's border blockade. At least it used to be. Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. We get straight down to business. They never saw him coming.
So this is the final weapon of the game.
He gets his hands on the care package I sent him.
Calamity Cannon does quite a lot of damage. It's a little hard to use at first because there's this little charge up time. But once the charge up time is finished, it automatically fires. You can't just hold a button and then release it to fire it whenever you want.
The Ura found a way to keep the Calamity from spreading through Zoltan's Hollow.
Also, this weapon does not lock onto enemies. You have to manually aim it, which is a little annoying with an analog stick. This is one weapon that really benefits from using mouse aiming.
They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy, even. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together.
Also, another problem with the Calamity Cannon is there's a little bit of an explosion radius, and being inside it hurts you, just like the mortar does.
Break enough of those things and the Calamity rocks slink back into the ground. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
Let's check over here first. I can't remember if there's a memento or not. Nope, just money.
Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion.
Also, that new turret that's come up in this level that shoots lasers instead of the slow-moving projectiles. Those are a little annoying because they home in on you, and I believe even with idles turned off, the laser makes you move slower. Well, I can't be quite sure.
They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. Those rodents are just a bump in the road. Kids picking the whole place apart, piece by piece. By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow.
So I mentioned there's a specific enemy type that we haven't met yet that is kind of a pain in the ass when it has the regenerating health idol on. It's these things that spit out tons of stink eyes.
The Ura keep hanging on to that barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther.
A little dangerous to use a cannon here, because if that shot hits Stink Eye instead, I'm gonna get hurt a lot. Because it'll make all the Stink Eyes blow up as well.
Those Calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
Whoops.
Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid.
Again, when he mentions Calamity Rocks, he's either talking about these big things or the big black spires that we've seen in a couple levels beforehand, and also the ones that were all over the Bastion.
They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong.
Of course, you can kind of get around the not being able to lock on with this weapon if you first lock onto them with the shield first, and then just fire, because it'll still be aiming the same way.
Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it.
Oh, shit.
Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over. Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew. Zolf, the Ura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry.
Thankfully, those laser turrets have a pretty short range.
But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge. As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns.
These are yet another new type. They are the same as the Breakers, except they have automatic crossbows instead.
There's nothing standing in his way no more.
Come on. Hey. Rattletails. Thank you. Just want to look at this thing.
All those dreams snuffed out in the calamity. We'll bring them back. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people. You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true. Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose, just to see if he'd go after you? They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. Oh, his manners ain't so bad. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember? Okay, now that's just plain overkill. I mean, come on.
Now let's see what type of upgrades the cannon has. Of course, the Calamity Cannon takes a lot of money to fully upgrade it. I'm definitely not going to be able to get that much money before the end of this first playthrough. But anyways, either rockets will cause knockback, or they won't launch automatically. I think this helps a lot, especially when you have to aim with the analog stick. Now you can just release the button whenever to fire it instead of just firing it automatically.
First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
Now, either a faster charge-up speed or the blast radius is larger, which is good. Good for taking out more enemies, but it's gonna hurt you.
Now, who would have taught a kid to do a thing like that?
Well, either faster reload or more damage, or he does a lot of damage. Firing it a little bit faster might be a little handy.
Good thing I didn't throw away the manual.
We'll go with these upgrades and see how that works out. So can I equip Mancer Missile? Oh, I do have it equipped, never mind.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over. Mancer Observatory. Now there's a sneaky place, overlooking the Tassel terminals themselves. The Ura probably didn't know they were being watched from Mancer Observatory. It was the perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about.
Alright, so this is, in my opinion, the absolute hardest proving ground. It's pretty bad. I've never been able to beat this in my first try, on like my first playthrough at least, because I never have enough money to fully upgrade the cannon by the end. And the only way I've ever gotten first place in this is by having a fully upgraded cannon. And another thing is, for this specific proving ground, if you're playing this on the PC at least, you definitely want to switch to mouse controls for this, because, oh my god. Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong one. We want this one. Now let's see if I can do this right.
Only trouble was, something about the place drove the windbags crazy.
So basically you have to kill all of the windbags, of which there are quite a few, and they're all trying to get to the pillars behind you. Ah shit, I'm already screwed.
Best stand well clear of that impact. Hefty thing like that takes getting used to. Gotta point her in the right direction.
Oof. Okay. So you just have to make sure that none of the pillars get destroyed, but if they start attacking the pillars and you shoot them, well, the explosion radius is going to destroy the pillars too.
Whatever gets in her way is in a world of hurt. But she ain't the fastest thing.
Shit! Oh god, a single missed shot. Oh god, no! Oh, shit! Balls, no! So many of them. This is the worst.
When the windbags caused enough trouble, the Mancers conducted their most secretive research far east of the city.
So yes, this one's hard and frustrating, and it just comes so fast, and there's so many of them, and even with an upgraded recharge speed, that's just not quite enough. But the upgrade materials we have here are for the bellows and the cannon, and then a secret skill. So we don't really need those at the moment. So, for now, I'm not actually going to complete this one. We will revisit it on a New Game Plus with a fully upgraded cannon. One, to show what all the upgrades do, especially the final one. That one's a little interesting. And also just because, Ugh, I don't like this one. Let's go back to the Bastion. Okay.
Part of the rippling walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack.
So this is the third proving ground, and this is one lots of people miss, because nobody will mention the bedroll. Nobody talks about it. You only notice it if... I mean, you only activate it if you walk near it. And by this part of the game, you might not be walking near the proving grounds, or the, who knows where things that much. So some people just flat out miss it. So next video, we will check out third proving ground, or keep saying proving ground, the third who knows where. There, I remembered words. Okay, goodbye.